Hey guys, I'm Michelle Marie, and you are tuned in to Clever Music. I sat down in the studio with Jessie Malakuti of Jessie and the Toy Boys, and we got to hear the full story on how she got started in music. Check it out.
I started a rock band to piss my parents off called Shut Up Stella, and moved to Hollywood at 16 and met some other girls and just kind of began working the Hollywood Sunset Strip circuit, and would play the Viper Room. But it was funny because we'd play venues like the Viper Room or the Whiskey, and then they'd kick us out right afterward because we weren't old enough to actually be in those
Oh my
venues.
gosh, that's funny.
Yeah, so it was funny. So we'd be on stage, and then they'd be like, "All right, your set's up, get out." And we'd be like, "We want to hang out.
I know. What about your fans? They just want to see you after and hang out and have a drink, and they're like, nope.
Yeah,
can't
well,
do
at that
it.
point, you know, it was early days. We had a lot of people throwing shoes at us and
Oh,
things
wow.
like that. But it was good, you know, it was character building, and, you know, that was kind of the beginning of my career in music. And, you know, I knew from a young age that I wanted to make records and make music and perform live. And so I just kind of kept going. And then I moved to the UK and got lost in the underground dance world.
Now, what inspired you to move to the UK and explore that whole world out there?
Well, one thing that a lot of people may or may not know about me is I have a major background in dance. So I grew up taking class. I was on a scholarship as a little kid. So, you know, jazz, ballet, hip hop. And I loved dance music. And one day I just kind of woke up and thought about it, and I was like, I love to dance. I love dance music. Why am I in a rock band?
Right?
I don't know.
I know, it's so interesting because it's such a total, like, two ends of the spectrum,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
You know, to have a dance background and to be a performer, that's kind of the pop thing to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, I love rock music, but I also love pop music. And
Okay.
I think when you broke down the earlier songs I was writing, even though they were very guitar heavy and live drums, at the core of what they were pop songs.
Okay.
So it just kind of made sense. So in about 2007, 2008, I wanted to start making pop music, and the trend in America was not, it wasn't really what it is now. It wasn't dance music, so no producers kind of wanted to make, you know, there weren't any producers who wanted to make dance music with me, or any A&Rs who wanted to sign dance music. So I just left. I just kind of packed up, sort of in the same fashion as when I first came to Los Angeles, and just kind of left everything and moved to the UK where dance music was happening.
Huge,
And then met some very cool producers and spent a lot of time in France and worked with cool underground electro French producers. And
Wow.
yeah, it was cool. I just sort of really, it was an incredible experience because I was exposed to so many new genres of electronic music, like dubstep and all that is just now sort of filtering over into the US. And so it was cool to be kind of early on that tip.
Yeah, and you not only brought that inspiration to the US, but you formed your group called Jessie and the Toy Boys.
Yes.
And the Toy Boys are mannequins, right?
The Toy Boys are not mannequins, and they
They're
are
not.
not real people. They are toy boys.
They are Toy Boys.
From
Okay.
magical toyland with magical powers. No, but what happened was, so growing up in various bands and starting different groups and things like that, I found that I always ended up either quitting the band or firing everyone in my band.
Really?
Just because I write all the music, I handle all the creative
You do
direction.
all of it. Okay.
So, you know, egos, which is totally cool, but I kind of needed a band or bandmates that wouldn't talk back. So that's why I started Jessie and the Toy Boys.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to sub our channel below to see more of my interview with Jessie and the Toy Boys. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Clever Music to stay up to date on all the latest from the studio. I'm Michelle Marie. See you guys soon.